We're here with my 1985 Mercury Cougar 3.8 liter V6. I wanted to start it up just to get the engine warmed up. It's good to start it every once in a while through the winter so it just doesn't, sit and stagnate over the whole winter. So I thought, it's been about a month and a half, 2 months since I started it. Let's give it a try. I tried and the battery was dying on me, so I put my charger on it to charge the battery, and my charger has a feature it's supposed to help start your engine as well. And I did that, and we started. I cranked it with the ignition, and it started and kept starting. It wouldn't stop cranking, so I was a little concerned. So I took off the charger, and it kept cranking for about 10-20 seconds until the battery died completely and the car stopped. So what was the problem? So this was the problem. This is the starter solenoid, and it's over on the passenger side firewall. And I guess what happened is, this solenoid is like from 1985, so it's quite old. And so I guess when I had the starter going and the charger on the battery, it was giving it lots of amps and lots of power, and maybe it gave it too much, and inside the solenoid it froze. Basically kind of, I guess you'd call it, closed the circuit and kept it closed when I had released the key and released the ignition. It was still keeping this closed, so it was still cranking. So what I did is I took the solenoid off, got a new one, replaced it, and now it's working fine. So I'm going to show you where this is on the car and how to replace it. So here it is over on the passenger side firewall, right behind where the air intake is. So I'll just put my finger on it here. So this is the solenoid. This is a new one, and there are two connectors on it. One here goes to the battery, positive terminal, and there are a number of other connectors that run to the car off that pole. The red terminal, which you may not be able to see, that goes to the ignition. So that's activated by the key. So when we turn the ignition, that basically tells the solenoid to activate, close the connection, and it puts power onto the other terminal, which runs to the starter motor. All right, so just make sure you get the wires right. When I put this back together, I got the wires wrong, and I was having the same problem with it cranking and not stopping, because I had the wire that ran to the starter motor on the wrong terminal. I had it over here, so it was getting power all the time. So you don't want to do that. Anyhow, it's a pretty simple fix, and it will make sure your car will be able to start correctly and not keep cranking. So thank you very much, and God bless.